Greetings, humans. I'm Andrei.
And I'm George.
And this is Couscous.
And welcome back to the Windmill Full of Corpses.
Right, so this is gonna be competing with 8 Lives Down's Storm.
It's
and
gonna
with
win.
Winter Sun's Storm.
That it might not win that.
And with Arcona's Storm.
I'm not sure if it's gonna win that. But this is the rather aggressive heavy precipitation, including meteorological phenomena, otherwise known as the Storm. Track 8 on Death Above Life by Orbit Culture. And there's a whole bunch of other bands that wrote songs that are called Storm, like 8 Lives Down, and like Winter Sun, and like you said, Arcona. He obviously wants to go in comparing this one to all of those because he's an idiot. I don't. I just want to enjoy it.
Are you in?
No.
Oh!
Yeah.
Rise.
Can I have a hot take? Can I have a hot take?
Have a hot take.
This is the closest Orbit Culture I've ever gotten to writing a power metal song. I don't feel like that's a hot take. It feels almost like Viking power metal, except it's not Viking power metal because it's not cheesy and it's actually heavy.
Right, so I feel like a lot of the Viking aesthetics and stuff are compatible with imagery of weather phenomena.
Okay.
Because, you know, the Vikings are on their long ships out at sea and there can be a storm at sea.
I'm-
Or, you know, they're up north and it's cold and blizzardy and things like that. So that actually makes sense. And the whole chanting thing is something that you can definitely have reflect wailing winds and whatever. I really want to get at this by assessing its storminess, because it's called the storm.
Okay.
So how well it is done for me is entirely in how well it reflects a storm.
Okay.
So you have some of this layering. You have that chanting moment. You have a lot of orchestrals, and there was something in the lyrics about drowning under the water. So, or I don't know, under the sea, whatever. I don't remember exactly how he said it. So those kind of sound, when you get the layers growing, they kind of sound like water rising.
Okay.
So that is very appropriate. The that strum is lightning flashes. So that is very appropriate. And when you get on the double bass running and the guitar running simultaneously, that's definitely just the pouring rain and the wind. So all of that is appropriate. The guitar solo especially was appropriate because it had that sort of spiraling aesthetic of like whirls of wind and stuff that you also get in Winter Sons the Storm when they start doing the guitar leads. What I do have a bit of a problem though is just the main guitar theme. That sounds too sunny. I think they should have gone for it. I think it's kind of I don't know if it's major or minor because I'm not that good with music, but it sounds brighter to me. So I'm assuming it's major, and maybe if they would have gone for something minor, it would have been even more stormy. Unless they actually want to express, you know, a break through the clouds every now and then. Can I say?
Yes.
Because you've been going on with metaphors for a while now. I picked on all of them. Now
Okay.
you can say.
So yeah, there's all these elements that you pointed that are reflective of like stormy elements.
Mhm.
But the song sounds kind of triumphant, right?
Mhm.
And looking at the title, I was thinking that it's maybe a bit inconsistent, but the vibe I'm getting is more like of weathering the storm, right?
Oh.
Like being banded together with a bunch of hooligans and facing the impossible, right? Out at sea or whatever.
Mhm.
And all that can be like metaphors for something that you could be going through where you like band together with your homies and see it through.
So like the whole landscape is basically just the storminess and the harshness of it, and then the brightness is your calling out to Odin and seeing the sun beyond it.
The gods are angry, but we have given our offerings, right? Something like that.
Wow, we really went on a whole.
But no, that's what happens when your music is expressive, okay?
Yeah.
Like you can watch a movie without watching a movie because your mind just generates it as you're listening to it. This is why I love music that's streamlined and flows, and especially if you can build an album that all flows in that way, that it just creates a story, right? Almost all my favorite albums are like that. If you can create a streamlined experience, it's like, yes, a stormy story. In this particular case, yes, or at least a stormy chapter in the story. And I really have to listen to the full album after we do the reactions to see how that happens, how it all really ties together.
Are we done here?
No.
So if you enjoyed this reaction, we'd greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon.
Storminess accuracy score 9.8 out of 10.
Corpses out. Corpses out.